You know you've played Warcraft too much when you go to a funeral and you try to loot the corpse. You know you play Warcraft too much when you pass a cop and wonder if you just aggroed him. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you ask a store clerk how much you can sell your shoes for. You know you've played Warcraft too much when talking cows and zombies don't scare you. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you brag to your friends that your belt gives you +5 stamina. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you run around the street wearing nothing but underwear shouting, "Gold, please!" You know you've played Warcraft too much when you climb on your mailbox and dance. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you ask whether mithril spurs are an option. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you ask everyone you meet, "Wanna join my guild?" You know you've played Warcraft too much when a beautiful girl asks you out on a date and you refuse because your guild is doing an axe raid. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you check your in-game mail to see how your auctions are doing before you check your real email. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you see someone wearing designer clothes and think they're a twink. You know you've played Warcraft too much when you scan graveyards as you walk past checking for respawns. You know you play Warcraft too much when you almost drown because you realize you don't have never-ending breath. You know you play Warcraft too much when you finally reach 80 and say, "No, no, no, I'm not spending the next year grinding epics just to replace them with freaking greens in Cataclysm." You know you've played Warcraft too much when you run around like crazy trying to do all the old world quests before Cataclysm comes out because you want to say you saw it and did it before it all changed. You know you play Warcraft too much when your idea of a pickup line is \flirt. You know you play Warcraft too much when you call 911 to report gold farming. You know you play Warcraft too much when your child is born and you say, "Woo! Is there an officer here to add her to the guild?" You know you play Warcraft too much when you see little yellow exclamation points over your boss's heads. You know you play Warcraft too much because before you get in a car, you roll your hands together.